Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Anthony Anthem, aka Mr. AKA, aka Black Fabio, aka Midnight Marauder, aka your future stepdaddy, aka just legend of the AKA. With that, we got a special guest. Would you like to state your name?
Erica.
Hi, Erica.
Hi.
So, this woman right here is a very ambitious woman. She is really special. She's family. I'm going to tell you this right now. She is athletic. She is a
Try to
model.
be.
Oh,
Try to
she
be.
tries to be.
Instagram.
Let's see, athletic. She's a model. On top of that, she's a mom, businesswoman, entrepreneur. I could just go down the list of all these things. She's like the epitome of a strong woman.
Everything.
But yeah, Erica Poyadue, I appreciate you for coming on the podcast. I've been waiting to do this with you for a long time.
Yay. Yes.
So, girl, what is up?
Not too much. Just living life, living the dream, or whatever that may be, or looking for that dream.
Girl, aren't we all?
Staying busy. Man.
Man, I'll tell you what. So, girl, what you been up to these days? Like, what's been going on? I see that you've been doing a little bit more modeling and stuff recently and everything.
Yeah, I have been. I keep saying I'm going to give it up. But I still keep taking photos because, we as women like to take pictures.
True.
And so I just like to take, and I get free pictures. And when you get photographers that ask you to take pictures and they are good photographers, then yeah, I'm going to do it. I get some free stuff. And so I don't know. Yeah, it's good. I like it. It's fun. I'm vain. So, hey.
Hey, at least you admit it. Some people won't admit that.
Like,
hey. Straight up, like, I'm sitting here like, it's
yeah.
like, I'm not vain. Oh my God.
Shit.
I'm like, bullshit.
I am vain as hell. I give no shit.
I think everybody has that sense of vanity, though, to be honest.
Absolutely. So, yeah.
So, talk to me. So, like, what got you into the whole modeling thing? How long have you been doing it for?
Okay, so it was really crazy. My girlfriend, I was going through a big change in my life, and I just got divorced. And so my girlfriend was like, hey, I signed you up for this modeling event, is what it was. And she's like, I'm like, what? She's like, I sent you photos in, and you're going to do it on this date. So she went shopping with me. I was freaking out. It was a fitness photo shoot. I was like, okay, this will be fun. She's like, just check it off your bucket list. So I was like, okay, dope. So I went shopping. I showed up, and it was cool. And then ever since, and there's a ton of photographers there. There's a lot of different fitness people in different areas of fitness around Kansas City. Wow. So like me, I come from the pole world, so I represented, pole fitness. There were yogis there. There were, fitness models.
Wow.
Personal trainers. I mean, there must have been like about 10, 15 of us, but kind of someone in a different area of fitness within Kansas City, so representing their style of fitness. And so that was pretty neat. Got to meet a lot of new people, networking, got to meet a lot of photographers. And then from there, that's when I had a lot of photographers start hitting me up asking me to do different shoots for them. I did this moonlight photo shoot maybe a few months after that, and that's when I really started getting a lot of photographers hit me up because that was a pretty beautiful shoot. It's like I was in an evening gown, and it was pretty neat.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, so ever since then, that's what I do every once in a while. I don't do it. I don't market myself to do it. I don't proactively.
It's kind of more word of mouth kind of thing.
Yeah, and people just ask me to, can you do this or can you do that? I'm like, okay, sure. So yeah, it's pretty neat. And I linked up with one guy, a photographer that hit me up from that moonlight photo shoot, and I do a lot of stuff for him. So he's from Texas. Well, he's from Kansas, and he moved down to Texas. And so now, whenever he's in town, he hits me up, and he's like, hey, you're my girl, whatever. You want to do this? I have this idea. Or do you have any ideas? I want to get with you while I'm in town. So I do a lot for him, too. So yeah.
Sounds like it must be a good relationship.
Yeah,
with that.
very good relationship. It's pretty dope. So I did probably some of my best stuff with him. So Yeah.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, shout out to the dude from Houston
Yeah.
or Kansas technically, but
Dominique Trez, yes.
Yeah.
Shout out.
yeah, check him out on Instagram. But yeah. So okay, so let me get this straight. Okay, so fitness model, you do pole fitness. Okay, I've seen some of the videos. You are really good at what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause like seriously, I give credit to like anybody that does that because like the fact of the matter is it looks a little. Some people are like, oh, that looks easy. I'm like, no, that's
so hard. Shout out to all the strippers out there. Let me tell you what, like,
right.
You know, and it's very hard to get a lot of you don't even know what your body can do. When once you start doing a lot of that stuff, because you have to be strong, you have to be flexible. So I consider myself retired from the whole pole fitness world now. I just haven't been doing unless I'm specifically requested.
Right.
So I don't before I used to proactively, teach classes, teach girls. I used to do an actual workshop, a confidence building workshop for a photographer. She'd have her girls come in, and we would. It was all about body movement and being comfortable with your body and touching your body and all of that, and so that was pretty neat. But I haven't really. Like I said, I haven't been proactively. I kind of retired, if you will, from doing that. I'm getting old. These muscles is getting old.
I'm not gonna lie though, like that. I mean, that I love the fact that you're a very body positive and very empowering towards other women. That's really good.
You have to be. What are we if we're not empowering each other? Especially we as women.
I mean, yeah.
So.
I mean, that's why I'm like pro. Women's rights when it comes to a lot of things. Like, they don't get paid equally.
Absolutely not.
They don't get paid equally. Mm-mm. There is a lot of stigmatism involved. Mm-hmm. Because like growing up with a single mom, I got to see like the stigmas that was placed upon her. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, she's a black woman.
I was gonna say, and she's a black woman too.
It's like like women of color especially have it the toughest, and this is why I kind of draw the line. It's like, I understand feminism, but at the same time, I don't think it's equally set for like all races in a way. So it's like I get it, like the feminism part, because like you can be a feminist here. I'm a woman of color too, but I think people forget that this is supposed to be for everybody, the whole circle.
Absolutely.
And that's the only problem I think I have with feminists. But the fact is, I want to see more women coming together, and I see that a lot more now. Like, a lot more people have voices.
Yeah.
And these are very sensitive times we live in.
Yeah, and I think too with social media, people are so much more aware.
Yeah.
It could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing sometimes because, fake news, you know what I mean? And people run with that. But, yeah, for sure. Okay, so I listen to this podcast. It's so dope. It's called The Guilty Feminist.
Guilty Feminist.
Oh, my gosh. One of the best, feminism. And am I a feminist? Yeah, I'm a woman, as I should be, right? I should be sticking up for women's rights. But, and then you've got the extreme feminists.
Oh,
right? And I think,
boy.
But it's really dope. It's like, it talks about, I'm a feminist, but I also I'm a feminist, but I'm vain as shit. Like, I like to look freaking cute. And that's, and so it's funny as hell. It's based out of, I think, the UK.
Oh, okay, they're British.
Yeah. Okay. And it's all different kinds of women. There's black women on there. There's white women, and they're out of the UK. But
that's awesome.
Show. Yeah, you have to listen to it.
Oh yeah.
Everyone wants to do a girls' podcast.
Speaking of the UK, shout out to my homegirl Lily Winters from the UK. She does modeling and stuff like that. She's a good friend of ours.
Too.
Yeah, we've been building a relationship with her for the last several months.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's super.
Okay.
But yeah, you need to go check out Lily Winters on Instagram and Twitter. She says go to her Twitter mostly because she hates her Instagram because they keep on deleting her photos. So, shout out to Lily. I was like, Instagram got too many dang rules, man. I was like, but sometimes I ain't gonna lie though. I'll be looking at Instagram, I'll be like, man, it's a good thing I don't have a girlfriend. She looked over my shoulder right now. I need to flick that up real quick. I'll be like, man, I'm scared to look at my Instagram sometimes, like in public.
Dude.
Like,
I'm serious.
It's like, man, I just kind of flip up and I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Okay, some more local stuff. Whoa! And I'm sitting there, there's an old lady, and I'm like,
Well, you know that goes by your algorithms too. So what are you looking at?
Okay, see, okay. Basically, when I started the podcast, I was reaching out to different models, and especially ones who do more adults.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
cause like me and my bro were at one podcast in the beginning. We were talking about the sex industry.
Sure.
Yeah, because like I'm pro sex industry. Like
Yeah.
I feel like okay, it's a trade. This has been going on for thousands of years.
Sure, why not
As long
get
as they're
paid?
protected, you know, and you know they're taking care of themselves or whatever, and it's not in a abusive situation or sex like any type of like sex trafficking or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm pro for it
Yeah.
because like hey, like they're doing a job. A lot of them pay taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you gotta pay taxes. Like it's like I went to Europe, so like for them, the whole thing about like you know sex work is just like, eh.
They're so much more open.
Yeah,
We are
way.
so prude.
Oh yes.
Americans are very prude.
So yeah, so like I felt bad when they like shut down Backpage, and I'm like these are business women, like trying to make money or whatever.
Or men.
And like yeah, men too. There are a lot of men in the sex trade. I was actually trying to find some male sex trade workers. They're harder to find.
Oh, okay.
Like seriously, I was trying to find both sides. I didn't want to just like cover women. I wanted to cover the guys too.
Sure.
Because like I would like to meet a male escort
Well,
and
you need
speak
to
with
get-
him.
And get both sides of,
Yeah, like
you know,
yeah, cause I know they probably have seen some
these
stuff
stories.
just as crazy as some of the girls have.
And women are crazy.
Mm.
You know, they're worse than men sometimes.
Like I remember I was listening to this podcast, and this like famous YouTuber. He used to be a male stripper. He's talking about all the stories. Like man, he was like, man, there were some scary times in there, man. I'll be in there, a crowd full of women, and next thing you know, what, I'm just getting ripped apart.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so check this out. I went to a sex party, a passion party, right?
Oh, where they do the
Yeah.
sex toys and all that kind of stuff.
A couple weeks ago, and it was, you know, hella women in there. They had a couple male strippers. The first one looked like Thanos. Okay. And then he must have been like, he should have retired. I feel bad for him because he should have been retired.
No.
Yes.
Oh
yes,
hell
okay.
to the no.
But no, and so he was looking around looking for the next female to dance on, and all these bitches are hiding under tables because they didn't want Thanos. Thanos is dead dancing on them. But no, the second dude that came out, shit you not. Everybody was like, ooh, and on and everything, and he comes out, he takes off his mask, and one of the girls, like, turns around. She gets mad. He takes off his shirt. He takes off his pants, and he has a sock over his junk, and she flipped out. That was her cousin.
No!
Yes, and she laughed. She stormed out like she...
No.
Yes. Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
I was like, mm-mm.
That, no.
So, y'all, be careful. Be careful when you go to...
I'm not gonna lie, this is the funny shit. Okay, because, like, I'm gonna tell you something. Okay, I got a stripper story. So, I went to Fantasy Ranch back when I was like 19. Okay, one of my friends from Korea had to go back to the army. Like, I had to go back to go to the army.
Where's Fantasy Ranch? Why do I know where that is?
That's up in Warrensburg.
Okay.
It's in the Warrensburg area. It's like, you know,
Okay.
out in the sticks and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was with a group of friends. They were all Korean or whatever. And this one I was hanging out with like a whole bunch of different people at college. So like, my boy was going back to Korea because he had to do his 2 years in the army because like you're required as like a Korean citizen male to go do it.
Sure.
So we're like, all right, we're gonna go out, have a big blowout. We're gonna go, you know, we're gonna drink. We're gonna go see strippers and you know, guys night out. You know, there's like we're gonna have a fucking army in a couple weeks. So we're like, okay, so we're gonna go. So we go to the strip club, and you know we're having a good time, buying lap dances, you know the whole thing. I'm not even really a big strip club guy, but I was like, fuck it, you know what? When in Rome, and this is his last night, because he ain't gonna see no girls for a while. It's mostly, I've heard the saying is, you know how we say don't drop the soap in prison? That's the same thing for them in the army. I was like, oh hell no.
I'll make sure to tell my son that.
Well, I think that was only the Koreans. You know, tell him not to drop the soap either in the
Oh
rings.
my gosh.
I mean, like you don't see a woman for days. Like, bro, he won't. Like, he would go on visit or whatever. Like, maybe for like a couple days, but most of the time he's up in the base. So like, anyway, so like we're like, yeah, this will probably be the last few like weeks he'll see women, and so And he had a fascination with the black chicks and all that. He was just like, oh, I love the black women. And like, oh, all right, hey, miss, you give him a lap dance. He's really attracted to chocolate.
Yeah.
But then, like, you know, we're sitting there, we're doing all this or whatever, and I'm, you know, I had a little bit of cash on me, so I'm sitting there, I'm just, you know, doing whatever. And then, I don't know why, but these girls kept on thanking me for some reason. I don't know, it's because I was tipping the older girls too. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
I was tipping the older girls too because like I was like, okay, you're beautiful, you're cool.
They need tips too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I was just like, here. Mm-hmm. You know, I was just like, and all of a sudden this one girl comes up to me. She's like, thank you for doing that. And then she rubbed her boobs in my face, and I'm like, Then I looked up and I'm like, oh,
what happened?
That was my former core warming date.
Shut.
That was my core warming date from high school.
Oh my god.
Like, yeah, it was like my junior year. She was my core warming date. I'm like, look, I wish I would.
That's because she's been wanting to rub her titties in your face.
I'm not,
then.
I mean, seriously, like, I had a huge crush on her, but we never went anywhere with it.
Mm-hmm.
She
wanted to.
But it was just like, but here's the thing, though. Like, when I recognized her, I kind of did, oh. And she looked at me, I'm like, oh. And she's like, oh, shit. And I'm like, fuck, why did I do that? I was just so fucking surprised.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, they were getting ready to close, and I'm just like, see ya. I don't know how to say her name, but I was like, see you. And she was like, yeah, you too. And, I mean, we're friends now, but, like, at the time, though, it was just like...
awkward.
I mean, she's, like, married and everything and all that kind of stuff, but at the time, though, that was some weird shit. I'm like...
I love it.
I had a crush on you back in high school, but I didn't think I would be like seeing this.
Ever see your titties? Don't they get fully nude there too, or no?
Oh, they get fully nude with that one because like they don't have alcohol with that one.
Yeah, it's a juice bar, right?
Yeah, it's a juice bar. Yeah.
Oh, so you've seen her whole thing?
Oh, I saw everything.
Wow.
Yeah, she was a cute redhead.
Yeah.
So.
But you had to pay her this time.
Oh yeah, I mean it was worth it. At the time, it was worth it. I mean, I was young. It was whatever. Like, do I do the strip club now? I was like, nah, man, that's too many damn surprises, man.
You know, especially in Kansas City and the surrounding areas, it is. You think it's big? It is not very big. Everybody knows everybody, and everybody knows each other's business, and you're gonna run into someone somewhere.
Sure. I'm gonna tell you this now. Like in Florida, right? You know, they got a huge strip club scene. I was out there for 6 months, right?
Yeah.
I was doing Lyft and Uber at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked up a lot of girls that were in the game.
Sure.
But a lot of these girls were flying from Miami to come over to Jacksonville and just do stuff over there. They just do it on the weekends, go back do their regular jobs.
I know girls from here that would go up to like Iowa and Nebraska to strip so people would know that they did it here. I was like, that's smart. Do it on the weekends.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's what I would do.
Heck, that's what I would do too. Like, I was just like, you know what, shit, I'm gonna do my Chippendales. I'm doing it outside of my.
You're gonna go to Omaha?
I was like, shit. I was like, well, the corn ain't the only thing. That
so done. No, not the corn.
It was like, yeah, let me shuck my corn here.
Do it.
Oh my God, I know that sounded so bad.
Yes. We'll call you the urban farmer.
AKA the urban farmer.
Do it, yes. I'm gonna need
It's like, howdy, y'all.
Yes.
It's like, I'm here to work some of this farm equipment.
You need to wear the overalls too.
You know how to wear the overalls, a straw hat and everything. Get like a flannel shirt.
Oh my gosh, you look like a scarecrow. Don't do that.
It was like, yeah, it's like, this is, you know what, I'll paint my face suit.
Yeah.
We're looking like the Ultimate Warrior, but scarecrow form. Sure, I know. You know what, I'm going to play like a wrestler's entrance and run down into the room. We're like, oh!
No, don't do that.
Like, ah! And just rip us.
Oh my God. No, don't do that. Please don't ever do that. Don't ever do that.
I would be the worst stripper ever, okay?
Don't ever.
First of all, I'm not that poised. I suck at dancing. And on top of that, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I would probably make it into like a fucking just spectacle.
Y'all should see my face right now. Can't. Don't ever do that. ever. I need you to take an oath right now that you will never, ever think about doing that again.
The only person I want to be a stripper for is my future girl / wife or whatever. That's
there you
about
go.
it.
There.
But yeah, you know what? I'll do a little bit of
cool.
Magic Mike. I ain't gonna lie. I've seen the movies. You know what? I learned some techniques too.
Yep, pony.
It's like I learned some techniques or whatever. At the same time, I ain't wearing no G-string. I don't know how that would feel.
You could be like Channing Tatum, you know, he wore the, did he wear G-string? Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yes, he
After
did.
the jeans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was like, well, I mean, if we can
Girls
find
really
one of
don't-
my size, maybe. We'll see about that.
Girls really don't like that.
Oh, well then good.
I
Well
don't
then,
know.
banana hammock it is. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm done with this talk. I'm done.
Next subject.
Next subject. Oh man, so have you been seeing all the craziness that's been going on in the news lately?
Man,
Like,
which one? Which one?
Where do
Nipsey
we
Hussle.
start? Okay, the Nipsey Hussle thing, man, it's just like the conspiracies are getting out of control. I've been saying this in the last couple
I
podcasts.
just think that's, yeah. Let the man rest in peace. What?
Man.
Did you see the video of the girl, like
Spray painting
mutilating
over his mirror?
Yes.
Yeah, that I actually posted that last night.
Did you? Did I look at yours? I might have looked at yours. Then.
Yeah, because like I was like, why? Like, is this for cloud or something like that? This is
So
like
disrespectful.
the new generation.
Well, and people don't, like, literally, I was listening to this podcast about communication and how people speak to each other now, and everybody thinks that because you have social media or whatever, you can just pop off and say whatever the hell you want to say to whoever you want to say it and not give two shits without any sort of respect. But you require respect from
Mm-hmm.
you have to earn respect. So people think that there's no consequences for their actions, and so it's so irritating, you know, because I'm older, so I'm like, I know that I need to watch my tone, and I mean, I need a lot of things that don't, but I need to watch my tone. I'm working on that, okay? And it's one of my personal goals, but self-improvement. Anyway, but yeah, it's just with social media, everybody talks to each other, text messaging, you know.
I mean, you really can't get your point across through text. I feel like.
Do anything.
I mean, it's
seriously.
one thing. Okay, you're making a valid statement about something, but you're trying to have a full-on conversation with somebody or have an argument that gets taken the wrong way all the time.
Well, and then so like the spray painting thing, I just feel like that's just such a big form of disrespect. Like, what was going through your mind, or why would you feel like that's okay to do to anybody? To anybody's mural, you know? And
It's definitely for clout. That's basically what it was.
Golly.
I mean, and that was a respected man by many.
Absolutely.
And so, like, I don't get it. Like, was she trying to be just, like, famous for being hated or something? That's the only thing I could think of. Like,
People are stupid.
it was like, and you could tell she was young. She was a young little white girl or whatever. She was just like, but yeah, I'm going to fuck this mural up and post pictures on Instagram. It's like, you know, you're only putting yourself in danger, for one, because people, especially if people idolize somebody, that causes a problem as it is. Because, like, people idolize Nipsey. It isn't, like, just, like, some regular fan shit.
Yeah.
There are people that are like, this is the Tupac of our time.
Right, sure.
They're ready
Absolutely.
to start fights with his, for his legacy.
Yep.
So, what she's causing is more problems for herself. It's sort of like that Bad Baby, whatever her girl's name was, when she was being disrespectful to her mom and shit.
Oh, yeah.
She went from being the most hated girl, and now she's a freaking rapper. I'm just like, okay, first of all,
Oh, God.
yeah, she's a freaking rapper, and I mean, she's making money. I mean, I'm glad to see she's doing more positive shit, but it's just like, okay, she was being a little shit, and she gets rewarded. What the hell? That don't make no sense to me.
Yep.
Because I already know my mom would have axe murdered me if I would have said some of the shit that she said to her mom. Okay, like the shit she was saying to her mom, I was just like, I'm surprised she didn't jump across and just choke the shit out of her. Because mom,
Because people do anything. I mean, that just goes to show you, people will do anything. And we're making them famous. That's the thing. Like, we are doing that by watching these videos over and over and over again and sharing them. We are giving them our energy, and we are making them who they are. So they can be crazy and be disrespectful and all day long, but every time that we share that video, every time that we like it, love it, whatever it may be, it's getting shared, and there's that many more views, and they become much more popular.
That's true.
You can do, and so the moment that we stop doing the stupid shit, I feel like it will maybe At least kind of calm it down and squash a little bit, but
I mean, there's always gonna be them idiots on the internet. I mean, let's talk about like Kodak Black, for instance.
God.
That shit he said about Lauren. I'm still like I was talking about it in the last couple of podcasts. I'm still irritated with that kid. That kid has never been somebody I liked, and it has nothing to do with the fact I don't like his rap style or something like that. It's more the fact that like
He's a troll.
He let's see. He says stuff about dark skinned black women, which is just disgusting.
He's dark skinned too, isn't it?
And yeah, he said, "Oh, I can't date no dark skinned girl. Dark skinned girls are too gutter." Like you talking to this light skinned sister, it's like, now you look like more feminine, you look more soft. And it's like I don't really like dark skin. I'm just like, motherfucker, you're dark. And it's like on top of that, like
it just shows the discrimination to it within a race.
And I was like, yeah, you're sitting us back 300 years.
You know?
You rap like you sound like a slave from 300 years ago. And then on top of that, you say dumb shit all the time.
He's
you get
a
in trouble.
troll.
This is why he doesn't get played in a lot of radio stations, because of the fact he's always doing something controversial. That's not even like a positive controversy. It's like, it's more like you're setting us back.
Yeah. Well, and like they say, you know, as long as you're talking about me, you're keeping me famous, right? Keeping my name in your mouth. Every time doesn't matter what I do, I can do anything, and the moment you guys keep talking about me, I'm gonna be that much more.
Well, I mean, it could be R. Kelly.
Dude.
Did you see that interview from like a month ago?
Yeah, I seen part of it and I turned it off because I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't deal with this. And then I saw the memes and all of that stuff, and I was just like, I just can't. You know what? And I was just like, okay, all of this stuff, and I'm like, is it like really like, why aren't we paying attention to the real shit that's going on in the world? You know what I mean? Like, it's I don't know. I
mean, hell, like, I wish we can work on stuff locally. Like, for instance, you want to know something funny?
What?
And I think this is actually ironic move, because it ended up working with some city. It was some small Midwest city or something like that. And I can't remember the name of it all of a sudden, but somebody went around, because you know we got this pothole problem in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
so,
yeah.
I mean, it's getting worse. And somebody decided to spray paint dicks around.
Oh, dude, I seen that.
That shit was funny.
Amazing. That was like epic. That's what we need to do.
I was like, fuck it. You know what? I was like, let's cause some anarchy. Let's go ahead and just spray dicks around all the stuff they need to fix in the city.
Yes.
Because, like, seriously, these metal things they put over, like, the little metal boards.
Oh, yeah. And then they put
just,
the pavement over in. Yeah.
It's just like, okay, first of all, those things destroy your freaking tires.
God. And then you got to pothole the same place the next year, or a bigger one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, for instance, I lost a tire over the winter because of those potholes.
I feel like the city should pay for that shit when they don't, like, fill them correctly, like they need to.
Apparently you can file with the city, but there's a lot of paperwork and no telling when it's going to go through.
You know.
That might take months. It might even take a year for you to get recompensated. I had to spend $140 on a tire I didn't need to spend for. Because I had just got some new tires at the time. And I was like,
yep,
this fucking sucks.
The joys of living in the Midwest and all of the weather changes. It's amazing. Yeah, amazing.
Right now it's kind of like a mild winter-like cold.
Yep.
And then yesterday was all sunny and warm. And I'm like, what happened from today and yesterday?
Dude, all those storms you see up north.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. So, dude, what about Tyreek Hill? What?
Oh.
Hell? Yo, I don't even watch that shit, but you know,
the fact that
I was just like,
just the fact that he had a recording of discussing this situation.
She recorded it.
I know, and I'm just like, dude, you literally admitted to what you did. And on top of that, I was already kind of like in the on the side of, okay, first of all, what he did was very disappointing because he hurt his child. Okay, it's one thing. It's like it's one thing to discipline your kid, but the fact that you broke his arm, and then on top of that, he instead of like admitting he's wrong, he's like, oh, now he learned, blah blah blah. I'm like,
a true narcissist at its finest.
I mean,
do you think he got hit in the head too many times?
I'm thinking it could be a CTE case. It could be. Who knows?
I'm like, because you know a lot of those football players were like, I don't know. Do you think Chiefs are gonna keep him though?
No. I think he's going to get traded. he's either going to get traded or he's just not going to have a career anymore. I think this ended his career because he hurt.
Yeah.
But I don't know because like Roethlisberger has crap from what he did, what he's done over the past.
Mm-hmm.
He's had cases. A lot of the NFL players, there's been a lot of cases, even worse than his.
Yeah.
But because of the fact, I think because he's a man of color, he's gonna get punished bad for this.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we've seen how people of color get treated in the NFL.
Sure.
So.
Or in anywhere.
I mean, but I don't think it excuses anything. I don't think they should keep him.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a bad look in general because when it comes down to it, we make our money off of these sports teams that are in our city.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing we need is something that's going to disenfranchise the brand.
Yep.
And on top of that, like, you broke a kid's arm.
Yeah.
You broke your son's arm. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
There's no excuse for that. Like, it's one thing, okay, I used to get my ass beat all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I fucked up, okay, I'm getting an ass whooping when I get home.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's either the bell or the switch or whatever. Like, you fucked up, you fucked up.
Yeah.
But, like, it's one thing to, you know, chastise your kid.
How do you break a bone? You know what I mean?
Like you
that's just you normally you whoop a kid to get their attention, you know, but not to like physically like take out your anger on them.
Right.
You just took out your anger on your baby.
That's what I'm saying. Like you
on your child.
That's like I'm not even a parent, but at the same time, like I got nieces and nephews, and then I got a little brother who's only like 6 years old at home, back in Jacksonville.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. So like, it's important to me. Like I don't ever want to see a child hurt.
Yep.
Like I got a problem with women and children, like being hurt, because like I grew up in a domestic violent home.
Yeah.
For like the first like 8 years of my life, so like.
Yeah.
I saw that. I went through that. I don't think any kid should ever have to go through something like that. So it's one thing for discipline, but abuse. And then on top of that, it's not even just the kids that feel like he's a threat. His baby mama feels threatened.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the reasons why she sent that and did that. Because she
Mm-hmm.
feels threatened because he was threatening her.
I feel like, did she send it or did she sent it to someone that sent it, didn't they?
Yeah, because she didn't know. Yeah. She was like, yo, send this if something happens to me or it gets dangerous. And it got dangerous for her. I mean, to be quite honest, what she did was smart.
Yeah.
Because, but at the same time, a lot of people are saying right now, she kind of, what's the best way to say this? Like, instead of like, you know, like telling somebody, like she was trying to ride for him on that situation. Because I see where she was coming from because she didn't want to have the father of her children locked up.
Right.
But at the same time, I think she should have came clean on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now she's kind of...
Now she's like getting charged too for like covering it up.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And I think the kids are in child services right now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And which is horrible.
He's with friends, I think, or something like that, right?
Yeah, I know it isn't family members because I know they said no. But I don't know what the situation is. I feel bad for the children in this situation because they're the ones suffering the most.
Yeah.
But
it's probably just like mentally ill, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, them CTE injuries go like way back. I mean, we've seen a lot of cases where either they kill themselves, they farm their family members, they're doing drugs to self-medicate the situation.
Yeah.
Like a good example is the Chris Benoit case for WWE because like there was a lot of head trauma from him. And unfortunately, they're saying it was a mixture of probably head trauma, former steroid usage, and he killed like his family of 3 and himself.
Wow.
Like, and there have been a lot of cases like that just in pro wrestling, football.
Yeah.
If you're in any type of sports, especially
like super physical, like
contact sports of any sort.
Oh man.
Like, it's getting to the point where you got to be more aware of your athletes and. Like, you got to realize these guys are breaking their bodies down
for our entertainment.
For our entertainment, and they're trying to get that paycheck because they don't want to go back to the lives they used to have. A lot of these guys come from, like, inner city or they come from low-income families, and they're just trying to figure out a way. Yeah, they come from, they're impoverished. So, like, they're looking at a way to, you know, find a way out. They don't know anything else but this sport.
It's true.
And it's horrible because, like, it's like one day you're a prized possession to the league, and then next thing you know it, you could be just thrown in the trash like and be forgotten.
Yeah.
If you blow out your knee.
Yeah.
It's like okay, wide receiver blew out his knee. Okay, get that new college kid in here.
Yeah.
and he probably had injuries in college.
Probably, yeah.
I remember a dude wrote a poem. It was a long time ago. I remember listening to it. It was, and basically the whole poem was basically about this young high school kid who was trying to get like into the NBA and get a scholarship because he wanted to take care of his family. He was more focused on the sport. He never got educated.
Sure.
He couldn't read, like all that kind of stuff. But he was focused on getting the scholarship because he was like, okay, scouts are looking at me.
Yeah.
I'm in the prime. I'm in the championship.
Yeah, that's
blah,
all I
blah,
see.
looking good. He blows out his knee at the end of the poem. And it was like, everything's gone.
Everything's gone. It's like Love and Basketball all over again.
Man, oh, I love that movie. That's one of those. That's a classic right there.
It's a good movie. Yes.
I wish somebody would look at me.
What?
Like,
like what? Look at you like what?
like they looked at the basketball. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm being stupid.
What does that mean? Y'all should see my face. What does that mean?
You know, that's a whole different story for another day.
Okay.
So that's another looking inside of Anthony Anthem, aka
the human basketball.
Okay, I'm lonely. Okay, just leave me alone. I'm so alone.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so sad.
But yeah, so I mean, on the subject of children, so you got some amazing children.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Right.
I mean, they're smart as all get out. They're really kind, and I see you have raised them fantastic.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Yep. 2, have 1 going out the door. 18 graduates in 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh, it's
Yeah,
almost
he
graduation
graduates,
season.
and then he goes into the Marines. He leaves in October. And then my youngest is 13. He's in 7th grade, so still got a few more years for him.
Yeah, he's becoming a man.
Becoming a man. Voice is about to drop. And
He's like, hey, Mom. You're going to be like, what the heck are you?
and voice is about to drop. But you shut up. I already know what you were thinking.
Okay. I didn't say anything.
I already know what you.
That was just a man of me just saying,
And so are his balls.
Okay, first of all, I was not. Okay, maybe just a little bit. Cause
you were thinking that.
I was like, I remember when the first time my balls dropped.
Oh my God. Please don't tell us that story.
Nobody needs
TMI.
Nobody needs to hear any ball
TMI.
stories. I've already
No
told
ball.
one ball story on
please,
here.
Please don't ever do that again.
Yeah, it's like I want to burn that episode. But I ain't gonna lie, that's actually one of my most viewed episodes.
Really? Because you're talking about balls.
Okay, first of all, it was a medical condition.
Oh God, you were talking about your balls in a medical condition? For real? I missed that episode. I'm gonna go listen to that. I don't know. I'm not gonna go listen to that.
Please, like the less you know about that situation, the better.
I will look at you differently forever if I listen to that episode.
Thanks, Erica. I appreciate you too.
Thanks.
Fucking A. This is the shit I go through.
You know.
It was like I can't escape getting shit from family wherever I go.
Ever.
So, let's see. So you're with my cousin. I'm not gonna say his name on here because of the fact of what he does for a living.
He's not a stripper.
No, he is not a stripper. But it's none of your business who my cousin is because I respect him enough to not put him on blast like that. Maybe one day I'll have him on and he can tell you what he does. But until then, I'm gonna keep it incognito is the best word.
Private.
Or we can say that as well. Out of respect. But you guys have been together about 2 years now.
Yeah, a little over 2 years now.
You guys travel together.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah,
we do.
Like seriously.
Yeah.
The way y'all look at each other is how I look at a plate of tacos.
Yeah, tacos are amazing. That's
Yes,
like my
they are.
favorite food. I love tacos.
Oh, I love street tacos especially.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Like the whole
Mission tacos are amazing.
You know, I have not had Mission tacos. Are they good?
Crossroads, you need to go.
Yeah, because I've been passing by that place and I'm like,
the best tacos I've had, literally. I mean, except for like the taco trucks, you know, in Oakland they have really good taco trucks. They have the
oh my gosh,
tacos,
California has some of the best tacos.
Yes, but I mean, for Kansas City, that's amazing.
You heard they got like a duck taco or something?
Oh yeah,
like that?
I've never had it. I'm not really into duck, but Yeah.
Like, I already got a lot different.
Oh, it's super unique for sure.
I definitely had to go down there because
Yeah.
I like to try the fish tacos. See how that is?
Those are really good too.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I like
shrimp
fish tacos.
too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
amazing.
no, you had me a shrimp taco.
Yeah, that's amazing. Amazing, but no. So what is he? My boyfriend, my future baby daddy.
Well.
I'm just joking.
Oh wow. Well, I didn't know that department was still open. Okay.
I was totally joking. Menopause.
Oh, you're already.
No, I'm not in menopause. I was joking.
Oh.
I'm just playing with you. I like
Oh.
seeing you freak out.
Oh.
You're all uncomfortable all over the place. You're squirming right now. You don't know
Ha
what to
ha
say.
ha ha. I am cool actually.
Speechless. No, he's dope.
Smooth
He's
up.
amazing.
He is
He's
really
amazing.
dope.
Super creative. He fits my soul.
I know it's beautiful.
He's my human.
The way y'all look at each other is beautiful.
Yeah. Like tacos. We look at each other like tacos. And cheesecake.
Yeah, I know he's away doing some business right now, whatever.
Yeah, forever. I feel he's already been gone for like 2 weeks, and it feels like literally like a year. And he'll be back in June,
Yeah.
and that feels like an eternity away.
Yeah, but that young man is out trying to clutch the bag and get notoriety for the business he does.
Yes, he's pretty amazing, and as he deserves it.
Yes, he does.
He needs it. He works hard.
Yes, he does. I'm really proud of him.
Yeah, he's not a stripper. Yeah.
Oh.
I just want to keep saying that.
He's not a stripper, guys. I'm just gonna like go ahead and add another notation to that. My cousin's not a stripper.
He's not a stripper.
He's a businessman. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes.
He's a businessman. You know what?
Creative businessman. He did
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Except for strip.
Well, maybe for you, but that's all different story.
Yeah.
Oh, she didn't even deny it, guys.
That's so funny.
She's
not
like,
a stripper.
he's not an actual stripper, guys.
No, you can't pay him.
And she'd fight you.
Yes, I would fight some bitches.
Oh, see what I'm talking about?
I
so,
would.
so I forget, like, okay, so your background, you told me you're French, you're black, and you're also native?
Yes, so I'm a mixed girl, living in a mixed up world. It's hard. So yeah, I'm French. My dad's French and black, and my mom's native. And so
That's an
my
interesting
mom's
combination.
yeah, my mom's from Montana, a reservation in Montana, and my dad's from Oakland, where a lot of his family's from California and from Louisiana. So, or not Louisiana, Mississippi.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, Creole and native. But yeah, definitely, it's hard being mixed because you don't fit in with anybody. You're never enough for anybody or too much for one. You know what I mean? And so it sucks because I talk to my brothers and stuff, and I'm like, what do you put on your job applications? He's like, whatever I feel like that day, or whatever I feel like is going to get me the job. You know what I mean? Or like, it's true though, because you don't, and it's like you just go by, I hear people say, well, you just go by who you identify with or what you identify with, but does that take away from whatever else that you are?
Right.
You know? So, and then two, I grew up a lot in California, and I grew up back and forth between California and Montana. I went from the hood in Oakland to a reservation in Montana. You know what I mean? So back and forth my whole life. So it's, when I go up there, I'm to this or to that, you know? And when I'm in California, I'm to this or to that. Not really so much in California. But then now that I'm here, I feel like it kind of reminds me of when I'm in Montana. Like I always have to justify what I am or prove what nationality that I am because nobody ever believes you. And then I hear people, or my biggest thing is, but you talk like you're white. I hate that shit. That's my biggest
I hate
pet
when
peeve.
people do that shit to me.
My biggest pet peeve is, but you talk, why? Because I articulate everything that I say? Well,
Yeah,
I grew up in California, and that's what I grew up, we articulate a lot of our words, if you notice that. And so it's, I don't know, it's crazy.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I never understood the whole, you talk like you're white. Like, because, I'm like, okay, one thing in my mom's house was, it wasn't none of this, no, what I mean, you know what I'm saying, dog, you know, I'm like, yeah, I speak slang with my friends or whatever, but at the
Sure.
same time, it's like, okay, I'm in a professional setting,
Mm-hmm.
or I'm amongst people that probably don't even understand the lingo.
Right.
I'm probably gonna be like, "Hi, how you doing? I'm Anthony." Blah blah blah.
Right.
A lot of people, and it seems like people are really scared.
Yeah. Or you act white. You can't be black. You can't be Nate. You act white. What the fuck does that mean?
How do you
I
act
act white and I talk.
Like,
And so literally, I was thinking. Okay, so we started a podcast called Thoughts and Pillow Talk. Me and a couple of my girlfriends. Side note, but I wanted to. I was like, you know
Hi,
what?
girls.
I should have. Hey girls. I wanted to. I listened to this one and I wanted to start one for like mixed girls because or mixed people because it sucks. Like you've got all of this. How do I explain this without being offensive to anybody? It's just, I guess, like all I can say is you're just never enough. You're never enough for one. You know, it sucks. Like when I was on the, in Montana, your lips are too big, or you have too much of this, or you have too much of that, and then with anybody else, it's well, you act white, you talk white, you know what I mean, and it's just like your hair is too thin, but you have too much of this, you know what I mean, and it's just. I hate it. I hate having to justify or having to prove what I am because I am a mixed motherfucker. You know? And it is what it is. Like
yeah, you told me that you got mistaken for
that.
being Hispanic.
Every day.
Like
every day. Everybody thinks I'm Hispanic. Like, and then I had this lady get mad at me because I couldn't speak Spanish. Bitch, I will speak French to you. No.
Wait,
yes.
you know French?
No, but I feel like I should because I'm part French. My last name's French.
Oh yeah, Poyadue.
Yeah, Creole.
Yeah, like I wish I knew French. I took German, one of the harshest languages.
Dude, I feel like if you can learn that, you should be able to learn any language.
It's like Ruah.
Do you know?
Ich heiße Anthony.
What does that mean?
Like silence is Ruah, but then like I just said Ich heiße Anthony. I'm saying my name is Anthony.
Yeah.
Ich gehe zum Deutschland. Let's see about like Zen Alt.
What does that mean?
Like 10 years ago.
I said, but what does that means 10 years ago, or what does that mean?
Like I went to Germany 10 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Like, am I fluent in German? No. To be quite honest, I really didn't even use the German when I was in Germany.
Yeah.
I was speaking, hello, ich heiße, like, no, we speak English.
Oh.
I was just like, dang, I didn't even get to use my German. They already knew I speak like an American.
Yeah.
And it's just like, even saying I love you, like, ich liebe dich.
Really?
Yeah, like, that's how you say it, ich liebe dich. Like, I'm like, I use so much saliva.
Yeah. You're like spitting all over everybody.
I'm just like, I need to eat some graham crackers or something like that. Drop my voice on the trying to do. Cause like, I feel like I'm gonna spit on somebody.
Get some saltines.
Like, yo.
Get you a spit rag.
Ich habe eine Krake gegessen.
What is that?
I had some cracker steaks.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
see, that's good.
I mean, my German sucks, guys. So if I said that wrong, yeah, because there's so much conjugation.
You just said something fucked up, probably.
Oh, well, I mean, believe me, there's some fucked up shit I could say.
Yeah.
But I try to keep it wholesome.
That's good.
On this motherfucking
Keep it very
podcast.
classy, wholesome.
Yeah, you know.
Yes.
You know, I mean, I don't.
Grown shit.
I mean, all this fucking cussing and shit like that. I don't.
Fuck that.
I mean, it's some bullshit.
Absolutely.
Like,
fucking profanity.
I am a fucking Puritan here.
A fucking Puritan.
Fucking Puritan.
Yes.
I'm so full of shit right
Yo.
now.
Oh my gosh.
These darn sinners.
No, what did you say the other day about freaking
I'm a man of evolution.
Oh my God, yes. What the hell? I'm going to need you to speak on being a man of evolution, though, for real.
I mean, I'm just trying to learn more every day. That's the best way I can say it. I'm not saying that I am like these.
Who do you see as a man of evolution? Like, who can you?
A man of evolution, huh? The Nipsey Hussles. That's a good example right there.
Yeah.
Tupac. Martin Luther King, the Malcolm X's, the Huey
Changing the
Newtons.
world, absolutely.
Like, I mean, I can go down the list. I mean,
what about like now?
Like now?
Mm-hmm.
Who would I say now is a man of evolution? If I had to say anybody, if anybody, Kanye West. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Shut up.
I saw a clip of his Sunday service.
I totally screamed.
I'm not gonna lie. Like somebody went to his Sunday service at Coachella, and somebody literally took the grass from the area and sold it for $100 on eBay.
Shut the hell up.
I was like, dang, I need to give me some of that.
And they were able to sell it
for $100, still in the package.
I just want you to know, if anybody listening to this buys some fucking grass for $100 that I could probably dig up in your, call me. I will give you a thing of grass out of my yard.
I mean, sure, we'll give you the clippings.
You know, I'll make sure there's a little bit of fertilizer in there.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be on freaking amazing soil.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's gonna be some high grade
fucking grass.
Ain't no crab grass either.
No weeds.
It's just that.
I don't know
I don't know that Brady Bunch AstroTurf.
Serious.
But
yeah.
Okay, you wanna know who I think is insightful though?
Who?
The Jordan Peels, the Donald Glovers.
Oh, dude, so dope. Yes.
Like the Jay-Z's. 50 Cent when he acts right. When he acts right.
When he professes his love to Jill Scott. Jill Scott would fuck him up. I swear she would ruin his life.
Jill, I mean, sure, we saw what she did with her ex. So, I
know. I feel like she would ruin his life.
She is a very talented woman, but I'm just, I don't see, I cannot.
That's great.
I was like, I don't know. It's like I got respect for R&B divas or whatever. At the same time, I'm just like, no. That's one of those things you just need to live vicariously.
Right.
From a distance.
From a long. But
you know, I'm inspired by the Beyonces too, though.
Yeah.
I'm inspired by a lot of powerful women, the Missy Elliott's.
Oh, dude, Missy's got an album coming out.
I know, I'm so excited.
Me too, yes.
Oh my gosh. As soon as I saw that announcement, I was like,
yes.
Oh, we about to get ready to party.
Dude, she's amazing.
I was like, and she gonna be singing on this album too. So yes, cause I love when she was singing and stuff too.
Yeah, she's one of my faves.
She's definitely in that top 5 roster of best MCs.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, she was showing people dance moves. She was rapping and singing.
She changed a lot of, I think, pop music. You know.
That's what I'm saying. And on top of that, she's made great hits. She's brought out a lot of dope
artists. Acts. Gosh, I mean, how many people has she worked with that have become who they are now because of her? Her
and Timbaland put in some work. Okay, Timbaland is one of the reasons why Justin Timberlake's at the top of where he's at now.
Amen.
That's true. A lot of people don't realize that. If it wasn't for Timbaland, he wouldn't have got no notoriety as a solo artist.
Nope, not at all.
None.
And even in the genre
too.
He'd still be part of NSYNC, sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because we saw what happened with JC when he tried to do the solo thing.
Man.
Girls who dance with women. I'm like, what the hell is this song even mean?
I don't know, but I feel like they just put words together and make them rhyme and sing it. I feel like I could do a song like that.
You know, I mean, shoot, I was just thinking I was going to do a song about ad-libbing or something like that.
You should.
It's like, hubbity, under hubbity.
Do it. Have you ever done improv?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I need to go back. I haven't been in a while, but I need to go back to the comedy club because I was doing stand-up.
Really?
Yeah, because I've been trying to get into stand-up or whatever.
I want to do an improv class. Learning how to do it.
Yo, they actually do an improv class, and it's at this spot called Barrel at the Bottoms. I know the guys that do the club, whatever. Yeah. It's really cool.
Really? That'd be so dope.
Yeah, so they got improv courses. From what he told me, it's like $35 a month or something like that. And they do a class every week.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be so dope. I think that'd be cool to do.
Yeah, because they're really talented guys too.
Really? That's awesome.
I mean, we got a lot of talented people because I've had some of the local comedians on here. I think my favorite interview, of course, was with these two girls, Caitlin Rounds and Lisa Pockets. Those are their real names too.
Really?
Kid you not? They were funny as all.
Really?
Oh, I love those girls.
That's awesome.
I've had them on here. I've had a comedian named Cameron on here. I've had another dude named Chris on here. We got a lot of talented people on
That's
there.
That's good.
I'm trying to get this one sister on there, and her boyfriend, because they're both comedians.
Be hilarious.
I'm trying to get Ty and Amira to go on this podcast. Okay, shout out to Amira Sanders and shout out to Ty Call. I'm gonna need y'all to come on the podcast. Like seriously, I need a comedy power couple. Give me power couple. I said it. I put it in the air. I'm making sure it happens in the universe.
Power couple. Give him.
Give me the power couple.
Give him the power couple.
I mean, heck, shoot, Amira's so good. Like she was in California, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think she was doing an open mic out there, and Bill Burr came up to her telling her that she was funny as hell.
That's dope.
I mean, seriously. I mean, Bill Burr's the shit. So I mean, the fact that
Yes.
you're getting like somebody who's like in the top 5 dead or alive for most people,
Yeah.
like that's a big freaking deal.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been trying to get a holler at her. There's a couple people I want to like really get on here.
Mm-hmm.
Next week I got a couple interviews I want to talk to.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to like get more business women and more like female representation. I'm so happy because I needed more women of color on this podcast too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, seriously, I want to make it open. I don't want to just
Absolutely.
like just make it one set setting. Like
Right. And you have different perspectives.
like yeah. So like I've had business people on here and stuff like that. So I want to have all sorts of businesses. So I'm going to be talking to a tattoo artist next week.
Oh, good deal.
And it's an all female like thing. You
Oh,
know,
yes. You're telling me about that.
yeah. I'm talking to her on the 2nd.
Okay.
And then I also got to go. I also got to talk to one of the pro wrestling promoters again because they got an event coming out this week.
Okay.
So I got a lot of stuff going on.
Wow. So, what do I represent?
Well, the fact of the matter is, we need to go
Besides
ahead
family.
Well, besides family, let's see. The fact is, you're an inspiring woman, and then on top of that, you have a podcast coming out.
I do.
And I'm gonna need you to promote that.
Yes. Thoughts and Pillow Talk. Me and two of my, two of my sisters and I, will be talking. It's for women. It could be for men too, if you want to hear about what we women talk about. Girl talk is what it is, basically. We talk about current events. We talk about everything from sex to what defines happiness to girl code to, I mean, you name it, we talk about. So it's awesome. It's funny.
Awesome.
So yeah, we drink a lot of wine. We talk a lot of girl talk.
Oh shit! I need to get on the episode.
You will be on an episode, so that'll be coming out soon. Our website's going out, launching pretty soon, so make sure you go thoughtsandpillowtalk.com. Find us on Instagram, Thoughts and Pillow Talk. Find us on Facebook, Thoughts and Pillow Talk. So yeah. Excited.
So yeah, because I'm telling you right now, as you can tell from this conversation, you're in for a treat if you go to their podcast.
Yes.
It'll be out soon. As soon as I find out when she's going to post it out, I'm definitely going to let y'all know the date.
Very soon.
Because I'm going to promote the shit out of it because I love this girl and I want to see her be successful.
Yes, thank you.
She makes, she's great. She's pretty much family. I've only known her for a hot minute, but at the same time, I'm letting you know right now, she's definitely got this essence of positivity, and that's why I fuck with her.
Hey, thank you. Look at that. Oh.
Yeah.
Heart.
Oh my gosh.
Heart. I am the biggest girl. I'm so serious. I told you, I'm a fucking big girl. So like, you know.
But it's okay. Well,
Yeah.
heart to you too.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Kara.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay, I'm done.
Don't do that ever again, please don't. Yes. Hey, two
My
snaps
brother-
and a head roll.
My brother
Yes.
will even say like, okay, bitch, you didn't do it right.
Yeah, he's like, let me show you how to do it. 2 snaps and a head roll.
And he don't even do that.
Really?
It's like he don't even like he'll do it just to be funny, but it's like he's just like, okay, like bitch, quit trying to steal from my culture. It's like quit culturally appropriating my culture. I was like, fuck you.
Oh, you always sound cute. But yeah, so that should be coming out soon, hopefully.
Hurry up.
Well, we were supposed to launch in February and March, but I think I have had a lot going on, and then this week I've had a lot going on. So my goal is to get it out within the next week, but I will let you know. Don't quote me on that. I just have to make a few adjustments, and everything will be out.
Yes, hurry up.
Yes.
I'm waiting.
Yes. You're
We're all-
going to love it. The anticipation, I swear, has been building. So we're all very excited.
I know it's been building. I've been sitting here waiting for like 20 years.
I know. I
mean,
know.
I'm old and gray.
We did everything. Photo shoots. I mean, everything. It's just, we're just perfecting a couple of
Well,
things.
then you might need to help me with my media game.
You know.
I might need to probably do some posts or something.
There you
Yeah,
go. Get a
GQ.
photo shoot. Yes, GQ. You should do a photo shoot.
You think I should?
Absolutely.
Okay, to all the photographers out there, you can find me at Delivery Bros 816 on Instagram. Also to graphic designers, I'm looking to get a new logo. Delivery Bros 816 on Twitter, on Instagram. Delivery Bros KC on Instagram. Not on Instagram, on Facebook. I'm fucking up already.
Hey.
And even Google Plus. I don't think anybody uses that anymore. But you can also find me on Discord under SoulTrain691. So that's a little bit more about me. And did you have any other statements that you wanted to make today?
To everyone. No, thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it. Great conversation as always.
Oh, I'm boring. I don't know what you're talking
Always great conversation. And I'm excited. So yeah, thank you for everything. I appreciate it.
about. I ain't nobody special, but it's great to have.
He's amazing, aka.
I'm telling people my secrets.
I'm just saying.
Gosh.
I'm just saying.
Well, with that, this has been another episode of the Delivery Bros. And my name is Anthony Anthem, aka Black Fabio, aka Mr. AKA, along with the future stepdaddy and the coastline of all that. And this has been Erica Poyadue, and I appreciate you for coming on. And with that, we out.
Out.